Back-to-back games, had 2 extra base hits yesterday as well. And, well, it doesn't matter what decade you're talking about. If you don't slow down Mike Trout, you're going to have a hard time slowing down the Angels.
Yeah, it's good. And we've said it's good to see him back out there and healthy, and he's doing Mike Trout things. I was watching the game last night, or some highlights with my son, and he goes, that looks like old Mike Trout, and it really does. His swing is just on point. He's driven the ball dead central last night for a home run. First game we saw him shoot a pretty good pitch to right field. He just looks dialed in, and, yeah, you have to stop this guy.
For the Diamondbacks also offensively, we know about the big names, Cattell, Corbin, and Perdomo in that top 3. But it's the bottom 3 guys, probably led by Jordan Lawler, Lou James Groover, Tommy Troy. They're back in the starting lineup as well. What a great opportunity is for young players right now. They're just getting their big league career started. You try and grind down some pitches, find a way to get on base, set the table for those top 3 guys. I think if they're able to do it, we're going to see the Diamondbacks be able to put some crooked numbers on the board.
Yeah, it's there's no doubt. We know the top 3, 4 are going to get their at bats, and 4 are going to get their at bats and do a good job there. Working counts again. You're talking about Lawler, who's been pretty good. Groover, we haven't seen a ton, but and Troy, I really like him in the 9 hole, kind of like where Waldschmidt was. He was doing a great job of flipping that lineup over and getting it to Cattell or Perdomo, whoever's at the top of that day. But yeah, if they're going to do some damage, you got to have some production out of the bottom of that lineup.
Big game for the Diamondbacks today. They are trying to pick up a series win, and they really need it going into the off day and then the weekend series against the Minnesota Twins. But we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, and then it is time for first pitch. Time to wrap up the series between the Diamondbacks and the Angels, and that's coming up next on the Morgan & Morgan D-Backs Radio Network.
Every team needs a closer, someone you trust when the game's on the line. At Morgan & Morgan, we've got a deep bullpen and winning streak, because when a case gets tough, you want someone ready to close. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, and proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Arizona Lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
I'm saving to buy a new car, but with rent and my other expenses, it's hard to stick to a budget. To help me plan, I signed up for budget billing with APS. They average out my payments over the years, so I pay about the same every month, which is a big help. Oh, don't break down yet.
Do you want an easier way to plan? Let's talk about budget billing. Seasonal highs and lows are evened out, giving you a more predictable payment. Learn more about all your options at aps.com/let's talk.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. Our groundbreaking research and discoveries have impacted millions of lives globally, moving science forward with the hope, passion, and speed. Every day, City of Hope Phoenix, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
Avnet is your hometown partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are a global technology distributor and solutions provider headquartered right here in the Valley. We help businesses all over the world source the right technology components and manage the logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
We welcome you back to Chase Field. Time to take a look at the starting lineups, which are brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app today and use code D-backs when signing up. In the rubber match for the Angels, they are lined up like this. Leading off shortstop Zach Neto, batting second designated hitter Mike Trout, batting third right fielder Joe Adell. And in the cleanup spot at second base, it'll be Oswald Peraza. Batting fifth at first base, Vaughn Grissom. Batting sixth, third baseman Denzer Guzman. Batting seventh, center fielder Jose Siri. Batting eighth, catcher Logan Porter. And rounding out the starting 9 in left field, it'll be Wade Meckler. Once again for Kurt Suzuki's Angels, they're lined up with Neto, Trout, Adell, Peraza, Grissom, Guzman, Siri, Porter, and Meckler. And on the mound for the Angels, it'll be Sam Aldegheri, born in Verona, Italy. He is a first-generation Italian on the mound. He's 24 years old. He did grow up in the States. And Aldegheri, so far in his third season in the majors, he's made 5 appearances, only 2 starts. This will be his third. And on the year, 2-1 record, a 2.12 ERA, but only 17 innings pitched. A look now at the starting lineup for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Leading off DH, Ketel Marte. Batting second, shortstop Geraldo Perdomo. Batting third in right field, Corbin Carroll. And in the cleanup spot, it'll be catcher Gabriel Moreno. Batting fifth at third base, Nolan Arenado. Batting sixth at second base, Ildemaro Vargas. Batting seventh, center fielder Jordan Lawler. Batting eighth, first baseman Lou James Groover. And rounding out the starting nine in left field, it'll be Tommy Troy. Again, the Diamondbacks line up with Marte, Perdomo, Carroll, Moreno, Arenado, Vargas, Lawler, Groover, and Troy. Webby on the mound for the Diamondbacks, a guy who is bidding for a trip to the All-Star game. It'll be left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, he had a rough one there in Cincinnati. 40 pitches in that first inning. It'd be nice to see him just get settled in and get in a nice groove here early on to get him settled in. He's in so good at home this year. 3-1 with a 1.93. And against the Angels, he's fared decently well. But, yeah, again, he's been the steady horse for these guys, and look for him to get up to a fast start today.
Today's pitching report brought to you by Jeep. Hurry in for the Ram declaration of deals. Nothing stops a Ram. Another toasty one here in the desert. Roof is closed. The panels are closed. Clear skies, but it's 105 degrees with those clear skies in downtown Phoenix. So stay cool, stay hydrated if you are out and about, and hopefully enjoy celebrating what will be a Diamondback victory this afternoon. Our first pitch time and temperature reports are brought to you by Collins Comfort Masters. When the time comes, call 480-NO-WORRY for all of your air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and water filtration needs. D-backs for the third consecutive game in the home white unis. White jerseys, white pants, Sedona red cap, and a black bill. And the Angels also for the third consecutive day going with their red jerseys, the gray pants, a red trim down the side with their red caps and red bills as well. Third straight day, Zach Neto ready to lead it off. Jen Powell is calling balls and strikes. Hunter Wendelstedt is at first, Vic Carapazza at second, and Edwin Moscoso, the umpire, at third. Rodriguez ready into the windup, and his first pitch to Neto is swung on and fouled. We are off and running. First pitch is at 12:40. Neto had himself a monster day yesterday, and as such, the numbers on the series looking pretty good. He got the two hardest legs of the cycle knocked out in a two-hit performance, went 2 for 5. And now the 0-1, and Rodriguez missing a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count.
Boy, that home run he hit was loud yesterday, big one. And then the triple was even bigger than that. Dead center just missed hitting 2 home runs last night.
Here's the one, and the 1-1 from Rodriguez. Swung on and grounds that one foul. A lot of change-ups early from Erod. I think everyone knows Neto is
Absolutely.
a very eager fastball hitter.
Yeah, the whole team has been very uber aggressive all series so far. Neto kind of keeping that course right here. But yeah, it's going to be a good mix of fastball change-ups. We've seen it all year really with Erod.
1 ball, 2 strikes, just underway. Top of the first. The left-hander has his sign and now starts his windup. The 1-2 to Neto is just inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Rodriguez, it was a grinder for him his last time out, as you had correctly identified, lasting just 2 2/3 against the Reds. The 2-2 swung on. That's a fly ball to right center field, hit pretty well. Lawler going back, still going back, looking up. That is a home run for Neto. Into the overhang, and he is homered for the second consecutive day to give the Angels a 1-0 lead.
Wow, that's impressive at bat. Just what we've seen over the last few days here from Neto. It's got a lot of pop. Dead central right there, probably about 425 feet there. And it was a good pitch, decent changeup, kind of down and away, and he just takes it with him. Same approach he had last night. He's been tough on these guys.
I give Neto some credit there as well. It's his 15th homer of the season. That previous pitch was a fastball a little bit in and up, and he still went lunging across the plate for that changeup. So the Angels strike first. It's 1-0, and here is Mike Trout, and he has homered so far in each of the first 2 games of the series. And the first one here is in off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Trout 4 for 8, a pair of homers and a double to go with 4 driven in. As the 1-0, there's a swing and a little swinging bunt to third. That'll be an infield hit. Boy, if you are Rodriguez, talk about just a bizarre start. One goes long, the other one goes very, very short. About a 40-foot single, and now he's got to contend with a little speed on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely. Trout still got the speed, even in his older age, I guess you would say. But, yeah, unlucky. Pretty good breaking ball there by Erod in the bottom of the zone. Just a check swing and just no shot for Arenado to make that play.
Back-to-back hits here for the Angels. This will bring up Joe Adell. Adell hitting .256, 10 homers, 41 driven in. Goes after the first pitch. That's in the air to right. It's playable for Carroll. And he will make the catch. And I'll tell you what, it's underrated. But after the onslaught from the first 2 hitters to get a 1 pitch out, that kind of gets the inning back on track a little for Erod.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you're kind of shaking your head after a homer and a check swing. It's nice to have just a quick out to kind of reel you back in.
This is second baseman Oswald Peraza. Peraza got the start on Monday, but was not used at all yesterday. Goes after the first pitch, hits a double play ball to third. Arenado to second. There's one on to first. That's a double play. So after all of that, it's a 9-pitch first inning for Eduardo Rodriguez. But the home run by Neto sends us to the bottom of the first. It's the Angels 1. And after this, the Morgan & Morgan D-BACKS Radio Network.
Celebrate Father's Day at the D-BACKS game on Sunday, June 21st. The first 15,000 dads to the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
2 Jeeps, $50,000. 2 big nights. Only at Casino Arizona this June and July. Earn entry starting June 1st. Then join us on Wednesday, June 24th and July 29th for the grand prize drawings. You could drive away in one of 2 Jeep Wranglers or win your share of up to $50,000 cash. Don't miss your chance to win big. Details at CasinoArizona.com. Casino Arizona. Uniquely Arizona. Must be 21 or older. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
Is your AC ready for summer? Emergency Air, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks, truly cleans your system while the other guys just check a box. Their techs spend up to 2 hours deep cleaning, basically refurbishing your unit. They guarantee it won't break down this summer or the service is free. First-time customers get this service for just $39. Visit emergencyair.com to book with the trusted team that keeps the D-backs cool and knocks it out of the park.
Emergency Air. The difference is we care.
Relax and let Fry's Pickup handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items, then choose your favorites. Carefully freshest items, then choose your favorites. Carefully pack everything up and load it right into your trunk so you can feel confident it's what you ordered. Fresh groceries your way with Fry's Pickup and Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first pickup or delivery order. Fry's, fresh for everyone.
D-BACKS Front Office Focus. Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Ketel Marte will lead off for the Diamondbacks. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Angels. And the first pitch from Sam Aldeguerri is a strike at the knees. And the count is 0-1. No change at top. The first 3 hitters, Marte, Perdomo, and Carroll. D-backs had 4 hits yesterday. 3 of the 4 came from those 3. Each had 1. It was the middle part of the lineup that really struggled offensively. The 0-1 swung on and fouled. And now it's 0-2.
Yeah, just couldn't connect the dots at all last night against Detmers.
Sam Aldeguerri, who pitched for Team Italy in their incredible run to the semifinals. There's a swing and a ball, and that's grounded foul right side. And Marte will stay alive here at no balls and 2 strikes. Left-hander doesn't have overly impressive velocity, but it's going to be that 5-pitch mix, the 4-seam changeup, cutter, slider, and the occasional curve just to steal a strike. But this should be a day for the Diamondbacks to hopefully get things right on offense.
Yeah, I think so. More of a crafty lefty than we saw, I think, with Detmers yesterday.
0-2. Good take by Marte. Changeup. And that's down 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I got to imagine, Webby, a key for this offense is limit the chase with all the craft and stuff he'll be spinning up there today.
That's what pitchers try to do. If you're not going to overpower fastballs in the strike zone, they're going to try to paint the edges, try to get you to chase balls out of the zone and get yourself out.
Today's Keys to the Game brought to you by Chapman Automotive Group. 60 years, 20 locations statewide. 2-2 the count after that last high heater. Aldegari, he works out of the windup with nobody on. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, that is grounded into left field, a base hit. Got a pitch up in the zone. And Marte collects the first hit of the game for the Diamondbacks.
Exactly what you have to do right there. He worked the count. He got 2 changeups in a row there. Got one that was up in the zone, able to handle, and he just drove that into left field. It's a great job of hitting.
Angels 1, Diamondbacks nothing. This is Geraldo Perdomo. 246 average, 4 homers, 25 driven in. And Aldegari, his pitch. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. 92 miles per hour on the fastball velocity. That's roughly where it's going to be for most of his outing. And again, not a ton of innings pitched so far this year for the Angels. This is a career high as the 0-1 swung on and popped up out of play. Last year fired 13 2/3 big league innings for the Angels. It only got into 4 total games, but looking to be a much larger part of this pitching staff moving into this year. And again, probably a lot of that momentum was established with the great run of success Italy had in the WBC.
They were good.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, and nobody out. Kittel had himself an 0-2 count and managed to pull out a base hit. Let's see what Perdomo can do. Left-hander is set. And Aldegari's 0-2. Swung on, broken back grounder to short. Neto has it. Quick transfer to second for 1. The throw to first is not in time. Bang, bang at the bag. And Grissom not gesturing towards his dugout. I'm sure that Kurt Suzuki will still take a look and look like Perdomo got in there safely, and he did.
Yeah, I think he did. It was a 4-seam fastball. Got in on him. I think maybe even broke his bat. Just a soft enough to where gave Perdomo a chance to get to first without the double play.
So fielder's choice for Perdomo. This is Corbin Carroll now, 277 hitter. Yesterday, he went 1 for 4. 1-0 Angels. The first pitch to Carroll have to wait. It's a throw back to first. And nothing doing with Perdomo. First one is on the way to Carroll, and he swings right through it for a strike. It'll be interesting to see how Aldegari does his first start on the road this year. There's the 0-1, and that gets through the legs of Logan Porter. We're making just his second start of the season with the Angels, as time is now going to be called. That'll move Perdomo to scoring position. Take a look at the replay here, and
just kind of botched it. Almost needed to turn his hand, the other way and get under the ball. He kind of slapped at it in a bad way. He said not a lot of reps from Porter behind the plate this year, so not looking too comfortable so far.
D-backs will take the breaks when they can get them. That'll be a wild pitch, even if Porter perhaps should have done a little bit better. 1-1. Carroll takes it high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Been an interesting month of June for Carroll. The hit totals have been down, but the slug has still remained very high. There's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's hitting just 241. 14 hits this month, but he's got 2 doubles and 5 homers. And as a result, the OPS is almost at 850, which is well above league average.
Already seen a lot of changeups. Just like we said, fastball, changeup kind of guys show a cutter, curveball here and there. It's even throw it lefty. A lot of times you don't see that front pitchers with the changeup, but he just threw a really good one there to Corbin for a swing and miss.
Time is going to be called right now by Logan Porter to talk things over. And just to get on the same page here, obviously an important pitch to an important hitter, even if it is the bottom of the first inning.
I think that's what the D-backs need to do. They play so well. They score first, play that downhill baseball. Torty Lavelle talks about it all the time. Just haven't done that lately.
Here's a 2-2. Carroll takes it outside, ball 3. You know, we talk so much about, I have certainly, Aldegari in playing for Team Italy. Of course, Corbin Carroll was supposed to play for the United States had he not broken his hamate bone.
Yeah.
When you just think about the final against Venezuela, the kind of difference maker Carroll could have been.
Sure.
3-2, swung on, grounded foul.
Yeah, it's all about staying healthy in this game. It's the name of the game almost.
Hopefully Carroll will have himself a book flight to Philadelphia after that series against the Dodgers to wrap up the first half and play in yet another All-Star game. 3-2 and a changeup from Aldegari, left on left. Certainly had Carroll out in front. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, again, you just don't see that too much more. You know, mainly lefty, you know, matchups are more slider curveball-y, but we've only seen 4-seam fastballs, 1 slider, then you got some changeups in there. Good at bat so far.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Aldegari comes home. Carroll lines it foul. And this is going to be a 10-pitch at bat. Angels 1, Diamondbacks nothing. And with a runner at second, 1 out at the bottom of the first. Left-hander is set. He's got 1 to throw. And his pitch. That's going to miss, ball 4. Here comes a challenge, though, by Logan Porter. So we look at ABS, and, it was a strike.
Clearly.
And so Carroll goes down looking.
3/4 of the ball in the strike zone there.
So there's 2 down, and that'll bring up Gabriel Moreno. Well, good to see him back in the lineup for the Diamondbacks. Talked about Carroll and his month of June. You look at what Gabby is so far doing in the month of June. 261, 3 doubles, 3 homers, and a 915 OPS. First pitch, and that's a knee-high strike. The count at 0-1.
Yeah, and again, he's doing a lot of his damage. When we saw him first come up, doing that center to, you know, kind of right field gap areas where he was hitting, and that's where he's been putting the ball.
Here's the 0-1. Gabby takes it low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, obviously hitters have their tendencies. That's why you have hitting charts and these analysts that get the index cards, tell guys where to stand for which hitter and which count. But you know, so often teams are giving Gabby that left center gap. It's massive right now.
Yes, it is.
There's a 1-1. And that is just a bit too high. 2 balls and 1 strike. A few times now Aldegari's missed upstairs with that changeup. We talked about this on Monday
night.
Did. That is a dangerous game to play. Marte got his base hit on a hanging changeup. Here comes the 2-1. Inside ball 3. Moreno almost looking out over the plate. Took it in the gut. And it's 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on right off the end of the bat. Another changeup. And the count is full. When you think about Rodriguez, it seemed like he was getting jumped by the Angels early. Wound up being a 9-pitch inning despite the home run from Neto. Aldegari, it doesn't seem like he's been under too much duress. This is going to be a near 25-pitch first for him.
Yeah, a couple 3-2 counts already. And just kind of all over the place. Jerked some balls in, left some balls up high, had some foul balls, you know, good at bat there by Corbin Carroll. And, next thing you know, you look up there and you got 25 pitches.
Perdomo's getting a big lead over at second base. Gabby so often just shoots the ball through the right side. Adele's got a big arm in right field. The 3-2. And that's going to be low for ball 4. And a nice patient at bat by Moreno. He draws the walk, and for Aldegari, more pitches to throw in this bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, just another great at bat. This is what the top of the lineup's showing. Let's see that kind of trickle down through the bottom of the order too. But it was just another great at bat, laying off pitches that we were just talking about in the open. Them not chasing, laying off the ones, trying to get the ones they can handle, and laying off the ones they can't.
This is Nolan Arenado. This could be a matchup that suits him well. First and second, 2 outs, the first pitch, and he will take a strike. Nothing in one to count. Just one hit so far in this series for Arenado. He has been getting after it every day. Troy Lavello saying back in Cincinnati he might try and find a day for him here in the near future. As the 0-1, that is pumped in there for his second strike. And Arenado let a couple of heaters go by. And like so many hitters before him in this inning, he's going to have to deal with an 0-2 count. Left-hander ready. The 0-2. Swung on, and that is fouled straight back.
You talk about his playing time. He's one of those guys that just likes to be out there. He just wants to play, doesn't want to sit. You just love that, especially out of a veteran player.
1-0 Angels, 2 outs, bottom of the first, but the D-backs have 2 on. And another 0-2 pitch from Sam Aldegari. Swung on, that is a pop-up, and that is going to get out of play. I'm a little surprised. It has been mostly the hard stuff from Aldegari to Arenado, despite the fact we know he loves going with that changeup, sort of slider-sweeper combination.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some off-speed stuff now, trying to pull the string, maybe down in the zone, try to get him to chase. At least one pitch, maybe, if he misses, maybe even another one.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on, that is drilled out to right field. Adele is moving back and just crossing onto the warning track. He will make the catch. And that's going to do it for the D-backs in the bottom of the first. It's a good rally, even though they did not score. D-backs send 5 to the plate. We go to the second. Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Wouldn't it be great to have a health plan that keeps up with you? Meet Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue. With exclusive access to Prosano Healthcare Centers, you get more than just coverage. You get a team truly focused on your care. It's health insurance that's built for a busy world. Because you deserve coverage that helps deliver the care you need. Discover more at azblue.com/Prosano Plans. That's azblue.com/Prosano Plans.
With the Caesars Sportsbook app, you can bet while all the Diamondbacks action is in full swing. Parlay your favorite player props, home run hitters, and more with same-game parlays. Or select from today's pre-built parlays with quick picks. Plus, bet every inning live in the app. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Official sports betting partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Celebrate Father's Day at the D-backs game on Sunday, June 21st. The first 15,000 dads to the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Vaughn Grissom will lead off here for the Angels to start the top of the second. Erod's first pitch is going to be a strike. Grissom, big, tall, right-handed hitter, activated off the IL prior to the game today. That means, unfortunately, the former Diamondback Trey Mancini was designated for assignment. There's the 0-1. There's a swing and a miss by Grissom. Erod ahead here, 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Break landing right on the plate, swing and miss.
Grissom had been dealing with an oblique injury. 0-2. Swing and a foul. Stays alive. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID of the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
KMBP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
Here's the 0-2. Up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count.
Another good sequence there. He just had a swinging strike with a changeup off the plate. Comes back in with a four-seamer. Backs Grissom off the plate. See if he goes back with that changeup away.
And the 1-2. Swung on, doubled up on the fastball.
Yes, he did.
And he was late to it.
Probably looking for that changeup away and got the heater kind of up. Not as in as the previous one, but nonetheless a good pitch there. And just a ton of options you can do when you work ahead.
Third organization in the last 4 years for Grissom. 1-2 pitch. Just missed inside. It's 2-2. Originally drafted by Atlanta, he was traded to Boston in the Chris Sale deal. And then Boston flipped him to the Angels for a minor leaguer, Isaiah Jackson. The 2-2. Swung on, line to right, but Carroll in a good spot will make the catch. He was shaded more towards the right field line and hardly had to move anywhere towards his left. So there's 1 up and 1 down. That'll bring up Denzer Guzman.
Great defensive placement there by Carroll. Pretty good changeup, down and away. Grissom was kind of looking for that. I think he busted him a few times in there and finally got the changeup I think he was looking for.
First pitch. And that is upstairs for ball 1. You know, we've talked about this on prior broadcasts. A guy like Rodriguez obviously does not have the velocity of a lefty like Tarek Skubal.
Right.
1-0. And there's a strike. It's 1-1. So he fares a little bit better when teams stack a bunch of right-handers in that lineup because he goes to that changeup and cutter so frequently.
Yeah, it's so good. The changeup for him.
1-1. There's a swing and a miss on a high heater.
This year has been so good. We saw it in if you're paying attention to the beginning of the year, you know, Torrey saw it in the WBC and was like, we got to work on this pitch here. We got to utilize it. It's nasty, and it's just been a huge weapon for Erod this year.
1-2. Swing and a foul tip. Got him. And for Rodriguez, his first strikeout of the day.
Blew the heater right by him. Chest high.
Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort have one premier loyalty experience, Salt River Rewards. Join to get up to $25 in free play. Visit saltriverrewards.com to get started. Jose Siri getting the start today. Whoops, check swing, grounder, foul. On the first pitch, curveball, and Siri shaking his head and muttering to himself. I can't imagine he was too pleased with that swing decision.
Couple check swings. He must not be picking the ball up off Erod. There's a couple little 2 or 3 check swings we've already seen early in this game.
1-0 Angels lead at top of the second. And here comes the left-handers 0-1. Siri swings and fouls it back into the screen. And the count is now 0-2.
It's already been a different start for Erod than we saw his last start, working way ahead, seeing a lot of 0-2s, just tons of options. You can go with many different ways to attack these guys.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. Rodriguez sitting at 99 career victories. And if you like big hole numbers, today is his 250th career start. What a start it would be to get number 100. As the 1-2, Siri takes it low, 2-2.
That's a great milestone right there. 100 wins will be a big deal. Maybe a little extra incentive for Erod today.
Left-handers ready, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and foul tip. Well, Siri has always been a player filled with so much talent, just tools dripping out of him, but he likes to play a certain style. It's a lot of flash. It's certainly attention-grabbing at times. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He started with a half swing, he finished with a three-quarter swing, and it's a full-price strikeout as he strikes out 2. A 1-2-3 second for Rodriguez on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Every team needs a closer, someone you trust when the game's on the line. At Morgan & Morgan, we've got a deep bullpen and winning streak because when a case gets tough, you want someone ready to close. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Arizona Lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey, turn down the music for 1 second. Listen, that annoying sound, it's probably nothing, right? That's how expensive repairs start. Kurt Schilling here. In baseball, ignore the signs and you'll pay for it fast. Same with your car, because breakdowns don't wait until you're ready. That's why there's Car Shield. They can help you cover the cost of expensive repairs. When something goes wrong, you've got a plan before you're on the shoulder with your hazards on.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
As hot dog, put the hot dog in the bun. Now put on mustard, put on ketchup, take a big bite, eat the hot dog, eat the hot
dog. Baseball tastes better with America's #1 selling hot dog. Bar S, proud. Bar S, proud to be the official hot dog of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. We're moving science forward at the speed every diagnosis demands and every patient deserves. City of Hope Phoenix, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
D-backs will send up Ildemaro Vargas to start the bottom of the second. A lengthy first inning for Aldeguerri, despite the fact he did not give up a run. First pitch, and Vargas takes a strike.
One of the few curveballs, I think that's kind of where we'll see it, is a first pitch, steal a strike kind of pitch for Aldeguerri.
There's the 0-1. That is going to be low. That is something that, if I'm not mistaken, you did in your career. Just kind of flip that curveball. How often would you try and steal a strike?
I mean, quite a bit. If it was a lefty, I think it's just a good weapon. A lot of times, early in the counts, they just won't jump on a breaking ball. So you can almost, it doesn't have to be a great one. You almost lay it in there and hope they don't swing.
2 balls and 1 strike on Vargas. It'll be Vargas, Lawler, and Groover. And if anybody reaches the 9-hitter, Troy. Here comes Aldeguerri's 2-1. Swung on, pulled on the ground, foul, left side. It's 2-2. Obviously for Vargas, if you've been following along all season, it has been a struggle since that remarkable hitting streak he had to begin the season. And one of the things that has really hurt Vargas throughout the course of the year, as the 2-2 is again swung on and grounded foul, he's just not drawing very many walks. A 4.1% walk rate this year. League average is a little bit higher than that. 2-2 the count. That one is up high. Check swing, no swing. Vargas dropped the bat to make sure he wouldn't swing it. But sometimes, and you look at Vargas's career, he's been a journeyman utility guy. He's had limited opportunities. This is probably the most playing time he's had since he was with Washington. 3-2, there's a swing and a pop-up foul behind the netting. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You're desperate to prove and justify the everyday reps. And it's hard sometimes, I would imagine, as a hitter, to feel like drawing walks is going to win the heart over the man. But it does. It does.
Boy, he was just so hot at the beginning of the year.
Payoff. And that is low, ball 4. How about it? Speak it into existence, Webby.
Love it. Another great at bat. Falls behind. Goes to 3-2 once again. Ends up drawing the walk. It's great at bat there.
37 pitches thrown now by Sam Aldeguerri. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the second. So it has been hard work for him right out of the gate. Let's see if Lawler can run into one. Here's the first pitch. Swung on. That is a pop-up down the right field line. Long run for Adele. Still going. And now just into fair territory. The last acre or two makes the catch. And after the long at bat by Vargas, it's a one pitch out for Lawler.
Well, the same general area we saw there in the first game kind of pop up. Corbin Carroll hit one right down the line. Very similar area. Adele and Peraza coming together and actually colliding. But there must have been a little talk after that game.
I'd say, who I didn't see out there was Oswald Peraza. It looked like Adele was all by his lonesome.
Oh, yeah, he held off a little bit for sure.
There's Lou James Groover. 1-on-1 out. First pitch is outside for ball one. Groover 5 for 27. That's been kind of a theme for a lot of these guys who've been called up this year for the first time for the Diamondbacks. As that pitch is outside for ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. They're getting their feet wet, and I think they're all kind of learning it. It's a pretty tough level up here.
Yeah, it's a bit different than the AAA pitches we talked about there a couple of days ago. The difference in the lower end of the started pitches in the big leagues and the upper echelon pitchers of AAA even there's a big gap. There is, and there's an adjustment that has to be made.
I mean, and I don't think sometimes I fail to grasp it because you think, well, he's in AAA, right? That they're so close to the major leagues.
Yeah.
As the 2-0 swung on, that is hit in the air to right. It sends Adele back, but again playable. And shy of the warning track makes the catch. Comes up firing towards second, so no chance for Vargas to tag. And there's 2 outs for Tommy Troy. You think about, again, the non-prospects, just the guys who are eventually going to be in the big leagues, but because of either lack of innings or age, they're still on their way. You take those guys out of this equation. The best AAA pitcher is worse than the worst major league pitcher.
Yes, correct.
Here's Troy. First pitch takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. So, for all of these hitters, there's not necessarily a ton of high-level pitching prospects that are just sitting in AAA. You're not facing the best quality, even though you're at the highest level of the minors. There's a swing. That ball is hit towards the left center gap. Long run for Trout. He can't reach it. That's all the way down. Oh, it pinballs away from Siri. This is going to allow Vargas to score. Troy is into third with a game-tying 2-out triple.
Wow. Great job, Tommy Troy. Just so aggressive. Comes in. We talk about him in the bottom of the lineup. We got to have these guys do some damage. Tommy Troy does just that with 2 outs. Now it wraps back around to give Marte the opportunity to come back and hit for the second time. But a nice job by Tommy Troy. Hammered that ball to left center gap, and it just caroms in there, allowing him to get all the way to third base.
A little hook spin on that as well. Siri, very fast runner, but no chance he was going to catch that one. Little baby draw. Now here is Marte. And the first pitch to him is low and inside for ball one. So Troy gets his first RBI that isn't from a homer. He's got 3 on the year. Let's see if Marte can give the D-backs the lead. 2 outs, runner at third, and the 1-0 is fluttered in there for a called strike. Change up. Well, 2 walks by Aldegari, 45 pitches thrown now in an inning and 2/3. And the 1-1 on the way. Cattell. Ooh, big swing. Just got the very piece of it on a pitch that looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Yeah, another changeup, tailing away from him, but taking a huge hack right there. Bottom hand looked to slip off the bat. He swung so hard. He was trying to do some damage right there. Cattell was.
Hey, you know what? You got less than 2 strikes. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
But now it's a 1-2 count. He's got to try and put something in play. A 1-2. Really nice take there. Fluttering changeup again. It's only about 80, 81 miles an hour.
We're really relying on that. I mean, coming in, I think he's using it like 33% of the time. We've seen a lot of them today already, though.
Troy at third, the 2-2 to Cattell. Oh, my goodness. It came up about a foot short of the plate and then bounced into his hip.
That may be one of the shortest pitches I've ever seen in my life, I think. Wow.
That was amazing.
Like stuck in his hand. It was a changeup, I believe, again. Barely got to the dirt.
I've just never seen a pitch bounce and hit a player that high. It got up to almost his belt.
Oh my gosh, hit him right in the backside. You can tell just stands there and trying to figure out what just happened.
That's a cricket pitch right there. More pitches to throw for Aldigueri. Here is Perdomo. And the first pitch, that is a changeup at the knees for a strike 0-1. A couple of nice sustained rallies for the Diamondbacks, even if the runs aren't pouring in. This is how you break down a starter.
Absolutely.
Aldigueri ready. And here comes his 0-1. Outside, missed with a cutter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, I can almost imagine what the hitters' meeting sounded like prior to the game today. Just be patient and trust that you're going to see a lot of pitches out of the zone.
They've done a good job so far doing that, getting some deep counts.
1-1, just missed inside. He certainly locked up Perdomo. He was not expecting an inside fastball, but missed the corner. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. We're tied at 1, bottom of the second. And now the 2-1. Dropped in there for another strike, and Perdomo didn't like it, but not enough to challenge. 2-2.
Another changeup, bottom of the zone. I think it did miss just a hair. Jim Powell thought otherwise. It was down just a bit. It's a good challenge pitch there, I think.
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and a ball guided foul right side. Well, with the run scored on the Troy triple, the D-backs, they are safe at home with Blue Sky Pest Control, the official pest control provider for the Arizona Diamondbacks at Chase Field. First and third, 2 gone. 2-2. Way too high, a full count. And now a base hit could potentially score 2. Marte will be in motion. And Troy going to be a spectator over at third.
Yeah, this is a big bat right here. 54 pitches. You get a big hit right here. You got Aldigueri on the ropes.
3-2. And that's inside, ball 4. It's another walk, the third issued now by Sam Aldigueri and Mike Maddox. He was almost out of the dugout before Porter caught that pitch.
I saw that coming. He doesn't walk a ton, Aldigueri. He walked 3 in his last start. But overall, doesn't walk too many.
Well, this mound visit is brought to you by Zoyo Neighborhood Yogurt. Did you know Zoyo Yogurt was named Best of the Valley in 23, 24, and 2025? Beat the heat with a cold Zoyo at your nearest store's location. Well, it's almost like Erod passed the baton to Aldigueri. It was Erod who struggled to get beyond the third inning with 5 walks issued. And while Aldigueri's not quite at the 5 walks, 3 freebies in an inning and 2/3. The bases are loaded now for Corbin Carroll, and a chance to really put a big number on the board.
Right here. Looks like Aldigueri's got a nice lather going on. I know it's air conditioner, but he's been working hard out there. It's kind of running down his face, you can see. It's a big at bat right here for Corbin Carroll to break this game wide open.
Long layoff for Eduardo Rodriguez. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We're tied at 1. Aldigueri out of the windup. And the first pitch to Carroll is a swing and a miss. Tried to jump that up-in fastball that so many pitchers attack him with. And the count is 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Way outside. And that was a fastball. Aldigueri between each pitch. He's grabbing the back of his pant legs. Probably trying to get some of the sweat out of his hands.
Sweat's just rolling down into his hands. Need to get a little rosin.
1-1. There's the swing. High fly ball out to right. Adele is going back. He is at the fence. At the wall. Gone! It is another grand slam for Corbin Carroll. 2nd of the year, 5th of his career, and his 13th home run of the season makes it 5-1 Diamondbacks.
Wow, just what the doctor ordered right here for the Diamondbacks. get the bases loaded, put together a lot of good at-bats, get some help with the pitchers, but Corbin Carroll, once again coming through, just kills the ball. Bases loaded, was hitting .324 with 4 grand slams, I think, career-wise, it just said, and boy, he does it again.
You said that might put Aldegari on the ropes.
May do it.
That's rope-a-dope right there. And the first pitch to Moreno is a called strike. Daniels Jewelers is your proud trip around the diamond sponsor. Don't miss out. Grab your 50% off coupon instantly at danielsjewelers.com/baseball. That is danielsjewelers.com/baseball. And now Gabby takes a second called strike. And the count at him is 0-2. 60 pitches thrown now for Aldegari. It is a 5-1 lead. So often on the road trip, the Diamondbacks would set the table, but they would not eat. And that had to be just a satisfying swing for this offense as a unit.
Oh, they got full right there.
0-2 low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And the Angels, somebody in that bullpen is at least starting to throw some of the weighted balls around. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. And that one pulled on the ground foul. And you think about this inning, that grand slam, as Moreno's the 8th hitter to come to the plate, is just the second hit for the Diamondbacks. Hit by pitch, 2 walks. The 1-2. Too high, 2-2 now.
Aldegari he's gotten ahead of a lot of these D-backs hitters, but then looks to nibble with the changeup, missing, widely with fastballs.
The 2-2 pitch is hooked inside the left field line. Down the corner it goes. Extra bases for Moreno. And he will get into second with a 2-out double. Gabby moving very slowly out of the box, but hopefully he's all right.
It kind of was. He was just trotting around. I looked at him. Maybe he was just thinking it was a stand-up double. No doubter, but
regardless, that D-back double brought to you by Uber Eats. Get $15 off your next order with code D-backs 2026. Now the Angels are going to get somebody up. Aldegari right now seems to be running out of ideas for these Diamondback hitters. 2 outs, runner at second. 5-1 D-backs lead it. And the first pitch to Arenado is a towering pop-up into foul territory. The catcher, Porter, will not have a play. Bounced right off the Diamondback dugout. And this is going to be an 0-1 count on Nolan Arenado.
Aldegari he just hasn't been able to put him away when he's ahead in the count. Gabby just did that.
So many 0-2 counts for Sam Aldegari in this game, and really none of them seem to matter. 5-1 is the lead for the D-backs. Bottom of the second, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, and a fly ball to right center. Should end the frame. Adele waving away Siri, makes the catch. The inning is over, but the D-backs send 9 men to the plate. They get 4 runs in the process. 5 runs in the process, and we go now into the top of the third. It's the D-backs 5 and the Angels 1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Locations throughout Arizona. The Chapman Automotive Group has been growing with Arizona for the past 60 years. And this season, we're celebrating that milestone as proud partner of your Arizona Diamondbacks. New truck, family SUV, or that new car you've been dreaming about. Whatever you need, Chapman has you covered. And we make it easy. Chapman Automotive, Arizona's team. Visit us today at chapmanaz.com.
Hello, Arizona. Get ready to score an unbeatable deal from Daniels Jewelers. To celebrate baseball in the Valley, Daniels Jewelers is giving every fan 50% off a single retail price item. Don't miss out. Score your 50% off instantly. Treat yourself to stunning diamond and gold jewelry before this offer disappears. Lock in your 50% off coupon at danielsjewelers.com/baseball. Again, that's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
It's been several years now since I first came in contact with DISC, Desert Institute for Spine Care. My problem turned out to be a herniated disc. Hi, Greg Schulte. I put my trust in the doctors at DISC, and that pain I had disappeared. Here I was thinking I might have to live with that pain, maybe for the rest of my life. Not the case. If you're suffering from back or neck pain, give disc a chance. You won't regret it. Visit sciatica.com or text SPINE to 620-620.
Message and data rates may apply.
Get to Chase Field for the D-backs Twins game on Saturday, June 20th, and pick up the Gabriel Moreno soccer jersey, courtesy of Wendy's. Get tickets now at dbacks.com.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Celebrate Father's Day at the D-backs game this coming Sunday. The first 15,000 dads of the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets to spend the day with Dad at dbacks.com. It is a 5-1 lead for the Diamondbacks. Logan Porter, the catcher, will lead off here for the Angels. Right-handed hitter. The first pitch is a called strike. Porter is a Phoenician. Went to high school at Valley Vista. There's the 0-1. Swung on, and that's ripped into left center field. That could be extra bases, as that is going to be cut off by Troy, but not before Porter gets to second with a leadoff double.
He got ahead with a fastball and just tried to lay a breaking ball down there. And Porter did a pretty good job of just serving it out into left center.
So the leadoff man is on against Rodriguez. Again, had a lengthy layoff between innings after the D-backs sent 9 to the plate and brought home 5. And here is Wade Meckler, the only lefty that Rodriguez will likely see today. He swings, hits a topspin liner to right. Carroll makes the catch. Porter will not even try and tag. Probably a wise decision. And there's one gone in the top of inning number 3. Well, Carroll with the grand slam at the bottom of the second. That is easily our launch of the game, inspired by Honeywell Aerospace. Honeywell Aerospace, the future is what we make it. 5-1 lead, top of the order, and Neto, who just crushed a homer over the right center basket his first time up. He's getting on a little bit of a heater.
Yeah, he is. He has been swinging the ball. This series has been hitting the ball hard.
Takes the first pitch just inside. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Rodriguez set and ready. And the 1-0 to Neto on the way. Missed inside again. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, that is one thing, Rodriguez, when you look at the body of work so far this year. 2-0 pitch. And there's a strike. Limiting the home runs. And I know if you look at his game log, home run today, gave up a home run as well against Cincinnati. But the first 2 years, the real struggles for Rodriguez since joining the Diamondbacks. Home runs were a problem. As the 2-1 is high, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. And regardless, starting pitcher, you're coming out of the bullpen, right? The ability to limit the ball from leaving the yard, the damage, the extra base hits, the slug. That is going to allow you to have a lot of success as you make your way into your big league career.
Yeah, you're right. I think a lot of the starters here with the D-backs have struggled with the long ball. We saw the last two guys, Nelson, Merrill. They just give up a lot of home runs. I mean, this park we'll give them up for sure, especially when the roof's open. The ball tends to fly. But, yeah, you keep the ball in the park, you give yourself a pretty good chance.
Three-1. And that's going to be low ball 4. Just kind of pitching around Neto. And that'll put up runners at first and second against Trout. It's usually so much easier, right? I'm sure people listening to us like, wow, keen insight, don't give up homers. But the idea really more behind this conversation is that for the guys who have velocity, it's usually an easier job, right? You just have stuff. You can muscle it past guys in the strike zone. A guy like Rodriguez, such a tougher job because that fastball is only going to be about 92 usually, although this year we've seen a little uptick. Same with Seawald. That 94 makes a big, big difference. Swung on. There's a two-hopper to Vargas at second. This could be a double play ball. Perdomo has it. Steps on second for one. Throw to first. Double play. How about it for Eduardo Rodriguez? A 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. And that will send us to the bottom of the third. The Angels do not score. And it's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Halos 1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
D-backs game on Sunday, June 21st. The first 15,000 dads to the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets at DBACKS.com.
As a small business, we can count on APS for reliable energy.
I'm glad to hear that. Hi, I'm Drew with Arizona Public Service. Let's talk about safe, reliable energy. Even with Arizona's extreme weather, you can count on our commitment to continue delivering some of the most reliable energy in the country. If an outage does happen, stay safe and informed by visiting our online outage center. And remember, keep your contact information up to date to receive outage alerts. Learn more about safe, reliable energy at aps.com/let's talk.
Diamondback fans, listen up. Looking for a lunchtime grand slam? Streets of New York has you covered with 6 new lunch specials under $10 available daily from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Score items like 2 slices of cheese pizza for only $6. View the entire menu at streetsofnewyork.com. That's streetsofnewyork.com. Fuel up before every game or any day of the week at Streets of New York, where every meal is a home run.
Avnet is your hometown partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are a global technology distributor and solutions provider headquartered right here in the Valley. We help businesses all over the world source the right technology components and manage the logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
60 years, 20 locations statewide. One great partner, Chapman Automotive Group. Find your next vehicle the easy way at chapmanaz.com. D-backs with a 5-1 lead. Ildemaro Vargas will lead it off for the D-backs. He really got that rally started with his leadoff walk against Sam Aldeguerri, who is still on the mound. This is a first pitch swing by Vargas and a routine fly to Jose Siri, who comes in and with 2 hands makes the catch.
Siri, a little showboat catch out there in center field, kind of widespread legs, kind of sitting right under it. Catches it 2 hands, a little low.
Having a little fun with it,
Having a little fun.
Here is Jordan Lawler now. Lawler, he swung at the first pitch that he saw and hit a little fly out to right. Bases empty, 1 gone. Aldeguerri, his pitch is in there for a strike. It's good to see the Diamondbacks not only just put a big crooked number on the board, but the way in which they built the inning. Now a swing and a topspin liner inside the left field line. This is going to be extra bases for Lawler. Diamondbacks have come out swinging against Aldeguerri as Lawler has a 1-out double. And here come the Snakes once again.
A good piece of hitting there by Lawler. Gets behind 0-1 and then gets a cutter kind of down and in, but does a nice job of pulling his hands in. Shooting it right down that left field line. Easy double.
This is going to bring up Lou James Groover. That D-back double is brought to you by Uber Eats. Get $15 off your next order with code D-backs 2026. Groover flew out to right field his first time up. Chance to add to the D-back lead. First pitch. Groover thought about it. Takes it high for ball 1. Ooh, a strike called instead. Thought it might have been up, but the count 0-1. Aldeguerri ready. And here comes the left-hander's 0-1 offering. Groover takes it just inside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. A 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball grounded up the middle. Bounces right over the bag, but Peraza fields it cleanly. And throws to first in time to get Groover. Man, that's one of those balls with the bigger bases where you're just inviting the opportunity for it to doink off the pillow. And
oh, yeah.
I could have gone anywhere.
Went right over the mound, almost Schinbergered Aldeguerri. But good positioning there by Peraza, playing almost right behind second base. But, yeah, you're right. It could have easily skipped right off that thing and gone anywhere.
Here's Tommy Troy. He tripled his first time up and then later scored on the Carroll slam. The first pitch breaking ball, a strike to him. 0-1 the count. Again, throwing strikes hasn't really been the huge issue for Aldeguerri, despite the fact he's given up 3 walks. It was the 0-1. Swung on. And a foul ball right side into the seats. The issue is just losing hitters after gaining count leverage pretty early into the at-bat.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, 0-1, 0-2, a lot of these guys, and they're working the at-bats in their favor, getting pitches they can handle, either taking a walk or doing some damage with something in the zone.
Runner at third, 2 outs. Aldeguerri's 0-2. Swung on, jam shot, pop-up, center field. That is down for a hit. Peraza couldn't reach it. And Troy, 2 for 2, knocks in his second run of the game. It's 6-1 Diamondbacks.
Great job by Troy right there. Falling behind, like I said, they're 0-1 to 0-2, and then gets a heater in there trying to go inside. Aldeguerri did, but muscled it out just enough, Tommy Troy, just to get it over Peraza's glove into center field for an RBI single.
And if it wasn't evident enough already that it wasn't Aldeguerri's day, yet another 0-2 count. He makes a good pitch on Troy, jams him, but it just finds the grass. Top of the order now, Marte, looking for the exclamation point, and that's low. Marte was hit by a pitch his last time up on a changeup that traveled 50 feet, bounced, and then caught him right in the tuchus.
It did. No, I'm not sure if I've ever seen something like that.
Here's the 1-0. And Cattell swings. He got jammed, pops it up into right. And Marte's so strong, he muscles it all the way to Adele, who makes the catch. The inning is over, but the D-backs get 2 more hits. They score yet another run. And as we go to the 4th, it is now the Diamondbacks 6 and the Angels 1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Arizona Sports, the local sports at 10 a.m. Beckley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot.
I like you too, Beck. Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
What is up?
What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bernsey, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader, Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
America's first pledge was freedom. Jeep still carries that fighting spirit. With the Jeep Declaration of Deals, we're pledging our allegiance to the American people with great deals on the luxurious Grand Cherokee. With available 3-row seating, premium craftsmanship, and tech that turns every drive into an adventure. Or Jeep Wrangler with legendary 4x4 capability and open-air freedom. Because freedom deserves the vehicle built to carry it. Jeep, there's only one. Hurry into your local dealer for the Jeep Declaration of Deals. Jeep has won more awards over its lifetime than any other SUV brand. Jeep and the Jeep Grill are registered trademarks of FCA US LLC.
Hey, D-backs fans, Clean Freak Car Wash, powered by Circle K, is a proud sponsor of your Arizona Diamondbacks. With 30 locations across Arizona, we're your friendly neighborhood car wash and obsessed with clean, so your ride shines just like a D-backs win. Score big with a monthly membership. Get unlimited washes, extra fuel savings at Circle K, faster washes with rapid pass lanes, and free vacuums, because members get more, just like D-backs fans deserve. Find your nearest location at cleanfreakcarwash.com and keep your car game day ready.
12 News is dedicated to the Diamondbacks. Tune in dedicated to the Diamondbacks. Tune in free over the air to watch select Friday home games, followed by 12 News at 10. And for complete coverage, stream D-backs on deck. Available anytime on 12 Plus.
D-back skipper Torey Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Top of inning number 4. And the Diamondbacks making a strong statement here in this series finale. They have a 6-1 lead as Joe Adele leads off for the Angels. And the first pitch is a called strike. This is the final game of what is going to finish 32 games in 34 days for the Diamondbacks. Here's the 0-1. And that's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. It has been a roller coaster of a stretch, a period that started off so well and then saw it balanced out as the 1-1 is too high. 2 balls, 1 strike on Adele. But you know what? If you're the Diamondbacks, you're going to finish this stretch ideally with back-to-back series victories, having won 4 of their last 6. A 2-1. Just missed inside ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Rodriguez thought that one was in there, but no challenge coming.
Yeah, a couple pretty close ones there. Not far off.
Here's the 1 and the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball right to the shortstop. Perdomo got a big old Sunday bounce and throws to first in time. And, you know, Webby, just to finish that thought, there were so many times last year where the pitching really struggled, whether it was the starter not having his day or the bullpen. You would almost race to those off days.
Oh, yeah.
To try and just get a clean reset. But the way that the starting rotation has been this year, they have provided so many opportunities for that bullpen to get what feels like a full reset. As Rodriguez missed high with the first one at Peraza, I wouldn't be surprised if Erod goes 6 or 7 today. And again, it's like those guys are getting 2 days off going into an important series against the Twins.
Yeah, heard Torrey.
A little swing and a little dinker into right field. That'll be a 1-out hit for Peraza.
Talk about almost too many days off and cutting some starters short. We've seen too, just to get some, bullpen guys some work.
And I think you could make an argument, ERAs aside, if you're just doing the eye test, which a dangerous thing to do with baseball in 2026. But I think the bullpen is about a nose length ahead of the starting pitching so far in performance this year. Both have been very good.
They have, yeah. The bullpen has been, to me, a surprising bright point for this team this year.
And now Vaughn Grissom taking the first pitch low for ball 1. What we did not expect, and what we have seen particularly on the most recent road trip, is an inconsistent offense. One that had been so consistent really for the last 3 years, albeit they did it in a lot of different ways. The chaos of 23, just the slug and thunder in 24 and 25. Now a swing and a weak ground ball towards second. Vargas has it, and his only play is to first. He does so in time. And with a 6-1 lead, even though we're not quite at the halfway point, you'll take the outs when they come, and that's what Vargas did there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a slow chopper. He does a nice job of charging this, hopefully to get the play or a tag out the guy to run into second base. Wasn't able to do that, but quick little on-the-run throw. Gets Grissom there at first base for the second out.
Denzer Guzman struck out his first time up, couple of heaters up. 6-1 D-backs, 2 outs, top of the 4th, first pitch. And it's a strike called. And Dignity Health, our team of orthopedic experts, can help keep you in motion. Don't let joint pain put your life on pause. Visit dignityhealth.org/AZ Ortho to learn more. Action up for the Angels bullpen. Jose Fermin getting loose as Rodriguez missed downstairs with a changeup. It would suggest to me the day is done for Sam Aldegari. Lasted just 3 innings in this one and gave up 6 runs on 6 hits. There's a 1-1. Guzman, swing and a miss. Boy, he is having a hard time seeing that fastball.
91 miles an hour kind of by you. Almost seems to suggest he's guessing, looking off speed, and get a ball kind of middle up and just swings right through it.
1-2. Just a bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just tries to climb the ladder just a little bit more off that one previously that he swung through, but just couldn't get him to bite.
Two pitch. Missed inside, full count. Rodriguez for the D-backs. Next pitch will be his 50th.
Yeah, pitch count well intact, but nice to get this third out here on this next pitch.
3-2. Swung on and fouled away. D-backs 6, Angels 1. Angels have come into this series having won each of their last 2 series. 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that is going to do it for the Angels in this one. A hesitation by Jen Powell. I thought for a second Guzman was going to challenge. And, okay, she is going to give the challenge. Okay. Whoa. Let's take a look here, and it was a strike. Everyone can just breathe a little easy because somebody was going to be hot and heated if that had been ruled a ball. But it is a strikeout. The inning is over. The Angels don't score, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Morgan & Morgan, DBACKS Radio Network.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, on eBay. Oh, really? Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love. Sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
There was a time when the game looked very different. Different players, different opportunities, different limits. But progress changes everything.
This is your Progressive Progress in Sports.
Today, pro baseball is faster, stronger, and more connected than ever. New talent rises, new voices are heard, and every generation pushes the game forward. And now, a list of things from Progressive Insurance. Home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, ATV. Progressive protects them all. Learn more about bundling at Progressive.com.
2 Jeeps, $50,000. 2 big nights. Only at Casino Arizona this June and July. Earn entry starting June 1st. Then join us on Wednesday, June 24th and July 29th for the grand prize drawings. You could drive away in one of 2 Jeep Wranglers or win your share of up to $50,000 cash. Don't miss your chance to win big. Details at CasinoArizona.com. Casino Arizona. Uniquely Arizona. Must be 21 or older. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. We're moving science forward at the speed every diagnosis demands and every patient deserves. City of Hope Phoenix, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
D-BACKS Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
New pitcher on for the Angels, but first we pause 10 seconds for station ID in the Morgan & Morgan DBACKS Radio Network.
KMVP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
Let's call to the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Jose Fermin's first pitch missed high and outside. Fermin with a 5.06 ERA in 17 appearances. His pitch on the 1-0 is on the corner for a strike. A little bit of a different look, actually a lot of a different look compared to Sam Aldegari. Firmer, more movement, more swing and miss.
And Firmer, we saw him in the first game through 1 inning, came out unscathed, gave up a hit, a walk. Big guy, those 96, 97 miles an hour.
1-1. That is a line drive ripped into right field for a leadoff base hit. So Perdomo is aboard to start this 4th inning, and that is going to bring up Corbin Carroll, who I am sure is still just absolutely thrilled with the grand slam. He had been kind of not scuffling. Players of his quality, they don't do that, but been lacking the big hit for what felt like a long time for him, just a few days, and man, did he just launch that into right field.
Ooh, yes, he did.
There's the first pitch to Carroll from Fermin. No, he's going to throw to first. There's some fans in the right field bleachers that have the letters that spelled out Corbin, but I don't know where the N went, so for a while it was just Corby.
I probably had to run to the bathroom.
And the first pitch is outside to Carroll. 1 ball and no strikes. Carroll now has 13 home runs, 38 RBIs on the season, and more each day looking like just a lock to pack his bags for Philadelphia and represent the Diamondbacks in another All-Star game. Fermin's 1-0 sinker is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. (6-1). D-backs lead it over the Angels. Bottom of the 4th. Angels already having to make a pitching change. And the 2-0, that is going to miss for ball 3. 3-0 the count.
Firm, a good arm. Throws a sinker 96, 97, but just leaving that on the outside part of the plate there. three in a row.
3-0. And there's a strike. 3-1. 7 hits for the Diamondbacks. Angels do have 4, but again, double plays have hurt the Angels. They've already hit into 2 of them. There goes Perdomo. 3-1 is swung on, grounded up the middle. Neto fields it literally on the bag at second and then throws to first for the double play. That is the second time in the last 8 days that has happened to the Diamondbacks. Groover was the victim the first time, and now it's Perdomo.
Couldn't have been more of a tailor-made double play right there. Neto, shortstop, was about a step off of second base. His foot was on the base as he caught the ball. Easy double play.
And, of course, if you don't send the runner, that probably gets through for a base hit. Instead, 2 outs, nobody on. 6-1 D-backs. And Moreno takes the first pitch from Fermin. That's a called strike. Moreno has reached base twice. Walked in the first, doubled in the second. And here he is in the fourth. The 0-1 is a second called strike. The count 0-2. Injured in a car accident or slip and fall? Call in the closers. We're Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud sponsor of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh-2. Swung on. There's a line drive, base hit into center field. Moreno reached for one out across the plate and is aboard for the third time today.
Another case of the Angels pitcher getting ahead. 0-1, then 0-2. Gabby just doing a nice job on the slider that's kind of down in the zone. Put it right back where it came from, up the middle for a single.
Here is Arenado, 0 for 2. First pitch, takes it for a strike. Six to 1, D-backs lead it. And now Fermin ready to go. The 0-1. And a second called strike to Arenado. 0-2 the count. Fermin ready. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and fouled away.
See if we can do it again here. 0-2 once again on Arenado. Seems like we just start with 0-1, 0-2. Get him in the hole. They've been doing some damage with those counts.
About the only guy that hasn't quite gotten in the hit parade. The 0-2 swung on, hit it well, left center field, but it is going to stay in the park as Siri, just before the warning track in left center field, makes the catch. The inning comes to a close for the Diamondbacks. They get 2 more hits. They do not score, and we go to the 5th, 6-1. D-backs lead it on the Morgan & Morgan.
Get to Chase Field for the D-backs Twins game on Saturday, June 20th, and pick up the Gabriel Moreno soccer jersey, courtesy of Wendy's. Get tickets now at dbacks.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm-up to wind-down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800-plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum, and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Hurry! Deal ends June 20th.
See club for details.
Temperatures are rising, and so are AC costs. But Collins Comfort Masters can help you stay cool without breaking the bank. Get a new high-efficiency Lennox AC system installed for as low as $99 a month. Serious comfort at a seriously cool price. Collins Comfort Masters has served the Valley for over 40 years. Call 480-NO-WORRY or visit collinscomfort.com to schedule today. Collins Comfort Masters, your no-worry solution for air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and water filtration.
Since 1966, 20 locations throughout Arizona, the Chapman Automotive Group has been growing with Arizona for the past 60 years. And this season, we're celebrating that milestone as proud partner of your Arizona Diamondbacks. New truck, family SUV, or that new car you've been dreaming about. Whatever you need, Chapman has you covered. And we make it easy. Chapman Automotive, Arizona's team. Visit us today at ChapmanAZ.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
We make our way down to the top of the fifth inning alongside Brandon Webb. I'm Chris Garagiola. Glad to have you guys joining us for some Wednesday afternoon baseball. Jose Siri will lead off for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Well, the first pitch swung on and popped up out of play. I motioned to strike the Los Angeles of. Can we just go back to the Anaheim Angels?
I like that. Yep. There's no need to change.
Had some great looks also back in the day. How about the old hats the Angels wore that actually had the halo on the top? That's classic.
So cool.
There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Siri. No balls and 2 strikes the count.
We've seen some bad swings out of Siri so far today.
Oh-2. Ground ball to second. And Vargas has it. Throws to first in time. And a quick start to the top of the fifth inning. 1 down.
Good change up there by Erod. Outer part of the plate. Probably off a little bit. Got Siri to chase there and just hit an easy ground ball to second base.
Here is Logan Porter. He ripped a double into left center field his first time up. Rodriguez back to the windup. First pitch. And there's a strike right down the middle. You know, these, including this start, the next 2-3 starts for Erod are so important because if he can just continue to do what he's been doing all year. The 0-1 is another strike called, and it's 0-2. It is going to be pretty impossible to leave him out of the All-Star game representing the National League. We talked yesterday that he had the 7th lowest ERA amongst all pitchers in the majors. 6 of them, unfortunately, in the National League. Cam Schlittler, the only American League pitcher with a better ERA. Now the 0-2 is down. 1 ball and 2 strikes, but we use the word deserving a lot talking about all-star games because so many of the starters, it is a popularity contest at the end of the day.
A lot of it is, yeah.
1-2, grounded towards short. And Perdomo fields it cleanly, throws to first in time. Most of the time, fans actually get it right because the most popular players are the best players.
Yeah. You're right. No, I agree with you. There's a lot of starters and pitchers that are having great years here in the National League. I agree that Erod's deserving. Came into today's start 2.55 ERA. He's been great.
Here's Wade Meckler now. Takes a peek at first before the pitch, and Meckler squares. Tries to bunt it up the first base line, and they're calling the batter out. Jen Powell saying that the runner made contact with the ball after he had left the batter's box. And now Kurt Suzuki immediately coming out.
You don't see that a lot.
No. I believe the Angels do have the ability to challenge this if they want to. So everyone's going to come together here. Let's take a look at our replay. And unless she's wondering that after 2 steps he had made contact. He never touched the baseball.
I don't think he did.
Well, this is interesting. Looking at our replay, should be just a foul ball. And Meckler should just have an 0-1 count.
Yeah, here's a good look.
Well, all 4 umpires have converged. And now the question is going to be how do they get out of it? I do love that the umpires now talk with their mouths covered here because they don't want John Boy Media to do a video breakdown of umpires.
Yeah, Jim Powell's doing it right now.
we going to have here? Looks like Vic Carapaz is getting ready to turn his mic on.
Therefore, it's a foul ball, batter back to bat.
Yep, they got the call right.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. So it's going to be an 0-1 count on Meckler. D-backs still lead it 6-1 with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. And for Rodriguez, a couple of warm-up tosses. He's good to go. A little thumbs up. 59 pitches, and efficiency and quality, 2 things that make a pitcher really go. Rodriguez has had both of those today.
Yes, he has.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Rodriguez, the 0-2, swung on and hit in the air to deep right field. Carroll took a shallow route, but he recovers nicely. Backpedaling makes the catch, and that is going to do it for the Angels here. At the top of the 5th, it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, halftime in the desert, and the D-backs lead the Angels 6-1. Bottom of the 5th coming up next on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Every team needs a close. At Morgan & Morgan, we've got a deep bullpen and winning streak. Because when a case gets tough, you want someone ready to close. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Arizona Lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Is your AC ready for summer? Emergency Air, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks, truly cleans your system while the other guys just check a box. Their techs spend up to 2 hours deep cleaning, basically refurbishing your unit. They guarantee it won't break down this summer or the service is free. First-time customers get this service for just $39. Visit emergencyair.com to book with the trusted team that keeps the D-backs cool and knocks it out of the park.
Emergency Air. The difference is we care.
I'm saving to buy a new car, but with rent and my other expenses, it's hard to stick to a budget. To help me plan, I signed up for budget billing with APS. They average out my payments over the years, so I pay about the same every month, which is a big help. Oh, don't break down yet.
Do you want an easier way to plan? Let's talk about budget billing. Seasonal highs and lows are evened out, giving you a more predictable payment. Learn more about all your options at aps.com/let's talk.
Arizona, gear up for baseball. Arizona, gear up for baseball season with Daniel's Jewelers, who is giving fans 50% off a single retail price item. Claim your offer before it's gone at danielsjewelers.com/baseball. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
At the speed of life, hope moves faster than cancer. With groundbreaking treatments, pioneering research, and revolutionary care, City of Hope is daring to dream bigger and tackle cancer head-on. Learn more at cityofhope.org. It is a 6-1 Diamondback lead. A new pitcher on the mound for the Angels. That is Brett Carey making his major league debut. Right-handed pitcher, his 1-0, and Vargas takes a strike on the inner edge, 1-1. Go to the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best point a new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Maybe it doesn't matter where you are, what the score is. First time you suit up in a big league uniform, on a big league mound, in a big league regular season game, I'm sure the butterflies are just fluttering inside.
Oh, no doubt about it.
1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1 now. Too high for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Angels selected his contract prior to the start of the series Monday night. 59 strikeouts in 14 games. As that pitch is outside, and that's going to be a leadoff walk. 11 of those appearances were starts. Otherwise, well, if it was just a reliever with 59 strikeouts, this K per 9 would be like 22.
Yes, that would be pretty good, huh?
Unfortunately, walks the first man he faces, and that is going to bring up Jordan Lawler with the D-backs already in front 6-1 in this bottom of the 5th inning. D-backs Done a nice job drawing walks. How about Vargas? He's got a pair of them. First pitch, Lawler takes it for a strike. 91 on the outer edge. Again, a little bit like Aldegary. Right-handed, though, not left-handed. Not overpowering velocity. Going to have to try and mix and match in order to get guys off balance.
Yeah, going to have to hit his spots. Use them off speed.
0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lawler doubled and scored back in the 30s. 1 for 2. And now Carey is 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 91 miles per hour. 1.41 inches of horizontal break. And that is a pretty straight fastball.
Yeah, it is. Enforcing fastball.
The 1-2 is popped up foul, and we'll do it again. The Diamondbacks have really relied on the slug today. As Carey is set and ready. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, look out, up and in. Angels all series long have struggled getting on top of their changeups. You can add Carey to that list. 2-2.
Can't get those nerves going as a young guy. He's 27 years old, but being out there, the adrenaline's going to overthrow some of those off speed.
2-2 is a ground ball, base hit into right field. Vargas will stop at second. And the D-backs have the first 2 man aboard for Lou James Groover. Well, if you weren't nervous enough making your major league debut, I am sure that the longer it goes without getting it out, the harder that your heart thumps in your chest.
That's what you're chasing for sure. Get that one out. Get yourself settled in. Give yourself a little confidence.
First pitch is up and in. 1 ball, no strikes the count. D-backs with first and second. Nobody out. A 5-run lead. That's kind of teetering on. You're still in the game. Here's a 1-0. Swung on. Pop up first base side. And Vaughn Grissom with room is going to make the catch. And Lou James Groover, that is a foul pop out to first with the first out of this bottom of the 5th.
Lou James just got jammed there and unproductive out. I'd like to see him at least, get a sack and move the guys over in some way.
Well, Troy's had a big night for the Diamondbacks. 2 for 2, a triple and a single, 2 RBIs. He's got 2 on with 1 out, and the first pitch is taken for strike 1. All 1 is on its way. And Troy takes it outside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Well, anytime you can knock out the triple early, you're thinking cycle watch. How can you not?
For sure.
Here comes the 1-1. Yeah, good pitch. That changeup had some action on it. Called a strike. It's 1-2. Carey set. And the 1-2. Swung on and fought off foul. Carey's starting to find his velo a little bit after a bunch of 90s and 91s. Someone came in at 94.
Yeah, that's, you get that first out, like we said. I think he's, grab a little footing there, get a little confidence as well. And he looks a little bit different, a little more aggressive here in this at bat.
1-2 pitch. Outside, it's 2-2. Diamondbacks 6, the Angels 1. And now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he got him with a terrific changeup as Carey gets his first career Major League strikeout.
Pretty good changeup. Really soft. Got pretty good movement on it. Again, this was up in the zone, but the speed differential from the fastball, 94, and this changeup's around 78, 79. You're talking, 10, 12, 14 mile an hour difference.
Well, here's Cattell. First pitch to him is outside for ball one. I was just thinking, he's probably going to see a lot of changeups. I can't imagine that Brett Carey is all that interested in pumping fastballs to this guy. 1-0. Marte scorches it under the glove of Grissom. That is into right field. Vargas is going to come home and score. Lawler's going to be waved around third. Here comes the throw from Peraza, and it's not in time. 2-run, 2-out double for Cattell Marte. The Diamondbacks take an 8-1 lead.
That ball was absolutely hammered off Cattell Marte. Grissom at first base wanted no part of that ground ball. Couldn't handle it at all. Goes all the way to the warning track, scoring 2.
Oh, my goodness. 110 mile an hour off the bat. And Lawler really flying. Good send by J.R. House as well. A 7-run lead. And the first pitch to Perdomo. He swings and fouls it. A D-back double brought to you by Uber Eats. Well, this is really starting to take the look and feel of a get-right game for this Diamondback offense.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Couldn't be more different from yesterday. They putting pressure on the pitching staff of the Angels all day.
Look out.
Goodness.
Perdomo nearly took out Carroll with that foul ball.
A little check swing. That was close.
There's no need to extend them past the 7th inning, I wouldn't think.
Just the way this game's going, being a 7-run lead as of right now.
2-1 is popped up. It's on the playing surface, right side of the infield, and Lou James Groover comes in and makes the catch. No problems there. 1 up and 1 down. And that is going to bring up the third baseman, Guzman. Diamondbacks 8 and the Angels 1. A total opposite of what happened with these two teams yesterday. A 7-0 shutout win for the Angels. First pitch, Guzman swings and fouls it. No balls, 1 strike the count. A 1-1 the count. Guzman in this one, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And now the 0-1 is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Guzman looking to face anybody else right now other than Eduardo Rodriguez. 1-1 is grounded towards third. It gets under the glove of Arenado, who deflected it slightly and took the speed off the ball. That's going to allow Guzman to get into second as Troy has to come in to collect. Well, obviously, the preferred methodology would have been to just field it cleanly on the backhand. However, had Arenado not made contact with that ball, that probably pinballs right back to Troy, where the way some of those seats jut inwards towards the playing surface, and he might have had a chance at second, but
possibly.
Regardless, it's a 1-out double. That'll bring up Jose Siri. First pitch, fly ball to right center field. Lawler moving over, makes a nice catch. Tagging from second and getting to third is Denzer Guzman. They have assessed an E5 on Arenado.
That's a tough one.
I don't know how you could call it a base hit and an E5 that allowed him to get to second.
That was a tough play to begin with. I mean, I bet if you ask him, he maybe seems to he would be like, I wish I would have made that play.
Folks, with all due respect,
that's crazy.
I'm putting in pen a double because whether it's today or after it gets sent to review, it's going to be a double.
I like that call.
Here's Logan Porter, runner at third, 2 outs, first pitch. He swings and fouls it. D-backs now have Taylor Clark starting to get loose. 8-1 is the Diamondback lead. 2 outs, top of the 7th. And the 0-1 from Rodriguez is just a little bit high. D-backs, they have both challenges. Not going to use it here. Jen Powell, for the most part, she called a very good game. Only a total, I think, of 2 pitches have been challenged, and well, 1 was confirmed. The pitch, swing, and a foul. And now Porter, he is behind in the count, 1-2. Rodriguez tonight has not had a single 20-pitch inning.
Nice. Gotta love to see that.
Here's the wind and the 1-2 pitch to Rodriguez. Or from Rodriguez. Porter takes it inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smith with a fastball. D-backs at the bottom of the 7th. They're going to have Lawler, Groover, and Troy. Here comes the 2-2. Just missed outside. Good looking changeup. If Porter pulls the trigger, that is a for sure strikeout.
Good movement on that. Still got a good fastball, too, sitting 92. We saw 94 even last inning.
3-2 pitch. That one's going to miss. And Rodriguez a little agitated with himself. That is not the time you want to issue a 2-out walk when you're getting towards the end of your start. But we've got the lefty Wade Meckler coming up. And I think we can all read the writing on the wall that this is the last hitter for Rodriguez today.
I'd say probably so. 93 pitches. You can see him out there talking to himself, obviously visually frustrated, going through a little mechanical thing, trying to stay behind that changeup, or that's what he was thinking.
First and third, 2 gone. Meckler, first pitch, takes it low for a ball 1. When you were on the mound and the situation was obvious where this was your last hitter, any motivational pep talk you tell yourself before the AB starts?
I'm trying to just lay one. I'm just let the defense work. Definitely don't want to walk the guy.
And the D-backs will challenge this pitch, second straight curveball. Let's take a look here. It is way low. Like, way low. That was so far out of the strike zone, they didn't even give us a measurement by inches.
That's about 6 inches or 6 inches plus.
So each team has now lost a challenge. Again, just kind of going back to what I said earlier, that Jen Powell has been in the strike zone pretty much all day.
Yeah.
There's a 2-0. There's a strike. Flip the bottom of the zone. It's now 2-1 on Wade Meckler, who has hit the ball to right field twice. Two balls and a strike. Rodriguez fires. And a third curveball is in there for a strike. 2-2 the count.
Good breaking ball there, getting back in the count, even it up at 2-2. Let's go ahead and put him away in Erod's day right here.
The 2-2. Outside ball 3. Well, his last batter has worked itself full, adding a little bit of drama to what has otherwise been, to this point, a very comfortable game for the Diamondbacks. They lead it 8-1. First and third, 2 outs. And the 3-2 pitch from Eduardo Rodriguez swung on and line foul. Now Meckler trying to respect off speed very late on that fastball, let it travel deep.
Seen a lot of off-speed pitches. Meckler has this at bat, so that fastball gets a little sneaky on you sometimes, even at 92.
Three-two from Rodriguez. Check swing. Did he go? He went around. Edwin Moscoso rings him up, and the inning comes to an end. That is 7 strong for Eduardo Rodriguez. He only gives up 1, and that'll send us to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time in the desert. D-backs, they lead the Angels 8-1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Introducing healthcare coverage with care built in. AZ Blue does more than pay for care. We help deliver it. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue give you with 10 convenient locations and $0 health care at Prosano Healthcare Centers included in the premium. You'll get more care from your health plan. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue. Learn more at azblue.com/Prosano Plans. That's azblue.com/Prosano Plans.
Honeywell Aerospace Technologies is proud to partner with the Arizona Diamondbacks to support STEM education in Arizona schools through the Future Shaper STEM Grants program. 10 schools will receive $5,000 each to fund STEM projects that inspire students and teachers. Are you looking for a rewarding career? Do you want to work for a company that is positively impacting the world through cutting-edge aerospace technology and community engagement? If so, Honeywell Aerospace Technologies is the place for you. Visit www.honeywell.com/careers to check out all of the career opportunities and learn how to become a Future Shaper. And go Diamondbacks!
With the Caesars Sportsbook app, you can bet while all the Diamondbacks action is in full swing. Parlay your favorite player props, home run hitters, and more with same-game parlays. Or select from today's pre-built parlays with quick picks. Plus, bet every inning live in the app. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Celebrate Father's Day at the D-backs game on Sunday, June 21st. The first 15,000 dads to the game will get a Father's Day. Dads to the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Arizona Diamondbacks and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Bottom of the 7th means a 7th inning stretch brought to you by Arizona Complete Health, here for the home team and here for your health. D-backs all over the Angels, 8-1. They lead it. Jordan Lawler, he'll lead it off. First pitch, whoops, check swing, bouncer right back to the mound. Oh, it's bobbled by Carey, and then he throws it away. Up the right field line, Lawler makes the turnaround first. He gets into second, and a comedy of errors to start the bottom of the 7th inning.
Not a way you want to start the inning there if you're Carey. It's your first outing. His mind just got a little bit quicker on him right there and just made a bad throw. Looked up before he even had the ball, bobbled it, rushed the throw, and then threw it into right field.
They're going to tag a fielding error on Carey for the bobble, and then they're going to tax him with a second error for the throw.
Oof.
I'll tell you what, we're just handing out errors today. Third straight game, by the way, in which the Angels have had an error. And first pitch swinging Groover rips a liner to short, throw to second, double play. Wow. Groover hit that 104 miles an hour right at Neto. Peraza backdoored Lawler. And that is a really unfortunate double play.
Super unlucky right there. Ball was hammered.
All right, I got to start writing stuff down here on my scorecard. A lot happened to start this bottom of the 7th. 8-1, the D-backs, they've got the lead. And the first one to Tommy Troy is too high. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Nobody more thrilled to play with that than Brett Carey out there on the mound, getting 2 errors thrown on you. And to get a little double play.
Listen, you never want to have more errors than strikeouts when you're making your big league debut.
It's not ideal.
1-1. That's a pop-up to first. Grissom could catch it with his bare hands. Just for tradition's sake, he'll use the glove. The inning is over. Carey faces the minimum. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 8th. It's 8 Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Get to Chase Field for the D-backs Twins game on Saturday, June 20th, and pick up the Gabriel Moreno soccer jersey, courtesy of Wendy's. Get tickets now at dbacks.com.
Since 1966, 20 locations throughout Arizona, the Chapman Automotive Group has been growing with Arizona for the past 60 years. And this season, we're celebrating that milestone as proud partner of your Arizona Diamondbacks. New truck, family SUV, or that new car you've been dreaming about. Whatever you need, Chapman has you covered. And we make it easy. Chapman Automotive, Arizona's team. Visit us today at chapmanaz.com.
Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers is every sports fan's go-to spot for juicy burgers, stadium char dogs, and a wide selection of ice-cold beers. Catch the game at our Chase Field location and cheer on the Arizona Diamondbacks while enjoying fan-favorite specials like the Triple Play for just $29.95. Get Grand Slam helmet nachos, a home run souvenir cup, and the Rookie Sundae. Why choose one ballpark favorite when you can have all three? Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
12 News is dedicated to the Arizona Diamondbacks, bringing you the Friday fun. Lead off with D-backs on deck to get you ready for the first pitch. Then, tune in to watch Select Friday home games on 12 News. It's all followed by 12 News at 10 for the latest developments across the state. Stream D-backs on deck, then catch up on breaking news, weather, and exclusive content. All available anytime on 12+. It's baseball season in Arizona. 12 News, the official broadcast home of your Arizona Diamondbacks.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, the Diamondbacks have an 8-1 victory, in line for an 8-1 victory if the bullpen can just get these final 6 outs. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best plan a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Reason why I was thinking about victory beyond the scoreline is that Eduardo Rodriguez, with his performance today, is in line for his 100th career win. Zach Neto will lead it off. Now the first pitch to Neto is a strike. Final line on Rodriguez. And this one, the left-hander, 7 innings of 1-run ball. Gave up 6 hits, did walk 3, struck out 5, and the 1 run coming on a home run by Neto. Now the pitch from Clark is outside. It's 1-1. And that performance by Rodriguez, that's our cool play of the game. Brought to you by Chaz Roberts. Chaz Roberts serving you since 42. So when your family needs 4 generations of AC and plumbing know-how and expertise, remember, choose Chaz. Swing and miss by Neto. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. Clark will have to deal with Neto, Trout, and Adele. And the 1-2 on the way. Neto swing and a miss. Got him. Excellent changeup. And 1 gone in the 8th.
Nasty changeup right there by Taylor. Good depth on it. Gets on top. Just sinks right under the bat.
For Rodriguez, another step closer in his march to Philadelphia. Participate in the All-Star game. Rodriguez has never been an All-Star in any of his 10 seasons prior to this year. As Mike Trout, he will take a called strike, and the count on him is 0-1. Trout walked his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. As the 0-1 grounded towards third. Fair ball near the line. Backhanded by Arenado. Whips a throw to first in time. And even at 34, Trout still moves like an NFL running back. And Arenado beat him by a step.
Yeah, and Arenado kind of retreating on that chopper, kind of down the line, backhands it, but his arm's still strong. Gets Mike Trout by a step.
60 years, 20 locations, statewide, one great partner, Chapman Automotive Group. Find your next vehicle the easy way at chapmanaz.com. Dell, and Clark's first one to him. Swung on and popped up. Foul territory near the Diamondback dugout. Clark is chasing after it, but that's going to ricochet right off the top of the Diamondback dugout. Jen Powell was willing to walk over and bring a baseball to Clark after seeing him sprint all that way. Classy move by the home plate umpire. Nothing in one to count. 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. 8-1 D-backs lead it. As they are now 4 outs away from picking up their second consecutive series victory. Clark ready, the 0-1 pitch, and Adele takes it outside. Angels 6 hits today, but besides surrendering the 8 runs, they will rue the double play ball. 3 of them have just killed what would have been potential rallies. There's a swing and a miss on the 1-1 sinker. 1-2.
Adele continues his aggressiveness up there at the plate, swinging the first pitch every at bat, I believe, today. I don't think he's seen a pitch he doesn't like.
One, two. And just getting a piece was Adele. As we mentioned before, it'll be a day off tomorrow, then a weekend series against the Minnesota Twins. And Minnesota, 5 games under 500 as of now, 35-40. 1-2. And Adele, good take on a changeup downstairs.
Taylor's got a really good feel for that changeup. Gets on top of it, gets a lot of depth.
Two is pulled on the ground, foul. And we'll do it again. Two pitch. Swing and another foul.
How good's Taylor Clark been this year? He's been solid. 2.08 ERA.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Taylor Clark strikes out 2 in a 1-2-3, top of the 8th. Diamondbacks maintain their 8-1 8th inning. Webby and I back after this on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply. And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent. libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Arizona, gear up for baseball season with Daniel's Jewelers, who is giving fans 50% off a single retail price item. Claim your offer before it's gone at danielsjewelers.com/baseball. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball.
D-back skipper Torey Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 in the Arizona Sports app.
Well, first pitch to Ketel Marte to start the bottom of the 8th. That was a curveball called a strike. It's 0-1. 8-1, the D-backs laid it over the Angels. Here's the 0-1. And the changeup just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Well, Kurt Suzuki going to make sure that Brett Carey remembers his major league debut. It's a long, long effort in relief. Here's this 1-1. Swung on, popped up, down the third base line, into foul territory, and into the netting it goes. Actually hit right off the top of the netting and then skipped into the stands. Well, we got word that the ball that Arenado could not reach from Denzer Guzman that was originally ruled a single and an error has been changed to a double. So the D-backs have not committed an error today. The Angels have 2. A 1-2. Marte swings, grounds it to the shortstop, Neto, backhands it, and then calmly throws to first ahead of Cattell for the first out of the 8th.
That was the right call.
Well, for a limited time only, you can now watch D-back games in market, both live and on demand, for $37.99 a season with DBACKS.TV, presented by Progressive. Subject to national exclusivities. Visit DBACKS.TV for more information. Perdomo, first pitch curveball to him. That's going to miss downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Perdomo is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk and a run scored. The 1-0 takes that pitch low. 2 balls and no strikes. 7-run lead for Arizona. Carey's now thrown 50 pitches in relief. And the 2-0 pitch, there's a strike. Here's the 2-1. A little bit low. 3 balls and a strike. On deck is Carroll, whose signature moment came in the second. He hit the grand slam off of Sam Aldegari. And I tell you what, that's the type of at-bat right there. Obviously the result is great, but we've been talking so much about Carroll against left-handed pitching. Just go ahead and throw a grand slam, 4 RBIs. There's a swing and a high fly ball out to deep right field. But Adele on the warning track settles himself and makes the catch. Nearly got it.
Just missed that.
And here is the aforementioned Corbin Carroll with 2 outs and nobody on. It's the only hit for Carroll tonight. 1 for 4 in this one. And the first pitch to him here is on the corner. Strike 1. Juan Murillo warming up. He will likely have the 9th inning. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased a changeup down, and the count now is 0-2. Here's the wind of the 0-2 pitch. Too high from Brett Carey. D-backs, if they can hang on to the 7-run lead, they'll get back to 2 games over 500. As the 1-2 pitch is ruled outside. Logan Porter started to walk back towards the plate. I mean, the Angels have a challenge.
I think that was challengeable there. That was very close. That looked good.
Here's the 2-2. Way inside. Missed with a changeup. Carey slaps his thigh with his glove. A little disappointed with that pitch. On deck is Moreno, who's reached base 4 times. And now the 3-2. Swung on, and a fly ball to left. Moving to his right is Meckler. He's underneath it, and he'll make the catch. Carey with a 1-2-3-8, and we go to the 9th. Last chance for the Angels. They need 7 to tie it up. They need 8 to take the lead. When we come back on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
Celebrate Father's Day at the D-backs game on Sunday, June 21st. The first 15,000 dads to the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets at DBACKS.com.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. and beer, thousands of wines. Walk right through the door, it's all here to explore. With guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Temperatures are rising, and so are AC costs. But Collins Comfort Masters can help you stay cool without breaking the bank. Get a new high-efficiency Lennox AC system installed for as low as $99 a month. Serious comfort at a seriously cool price. Collins Comfort Masters has served the Valley for over 40 years. Call 480-NO-WORRY or visit collinscomfort.com to schedule today. Collins Comfort Masters, your no-worry solution for air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and water filtration.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot.
I like you too, Bick. Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on? 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bernsey, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
D-BACKS Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, no replays so far in this one, but as always, our replay reviews brought to you by Planet Fitness. Get fit for less at $15 a month. As we expected on the pitch for the Diamondbacks is right-hander Juan Murillo. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford is Sanderson Ford. The D-backs have replaced Corbin Carroll with Jorge Barrosa in right. And Oswald Peraza takes the first pitch strike. The count is 0-1. D-backs with an 8-1 lead. This is a chance for Murillo to just get a little bit of a tune-up before the off day tomorrow. As now the 0-1 is fired in there for another strike. 99-mile-an-hour sinker, just like yours, Webby. It's 0-2.
Nice and straight and firm. That's exactly what I threw. Murillo's been so good this year. Just getting back into the strike zone has been such a difference for him.
0-2, that is high. It really is amazing, right? Because you think how hard this game is. And the biggest adjustment Murillo did is throw more strikes.
That's it.
Just get ahead of hitters with that stuff and watch what happens. Now a swing and a fly ball to left center field. Lawler is in position, and he will make the catch. And Peraza is the first out of the ninth inning.
Good job by Murillo right there. Just getting ahead, 1-0-1, 0-2. Throws a high fastball, see if we get him to chase, which is exactly where Gabby wanted it. Didn't get the chase, but then goes with the changeup down and gets just a little lazy fly ball out to center field.
Murillo with a 2.57 ERA. This is his 32nd appearance this year. 37 strikeouts, only 11 walks. And now Denzer Guzman grounds that first pitch foul. 0-1 the count. Or pardon me, that is Vaughn Grissom. And it's Guzman who's on deck. D-backs with an 8-1 lead over the Angels. One up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 60 years, 20 locations statewide, 1 great partner, Chapman Automotive Group. Find your next vehicle the easy way at ChapmanAZ.com. 1-1. There's a swing, a little comebacker to the mound. Murillo calmly picks it up with a bare hand, slings it over to first base in time. Now there's 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning.
And that's how you do it right there. We saw Kerry, the Anaheim, kind of look up, try to throw the ball before he even caught it. Murillo did a nice job of staying under control. Actually barehanded because the ball was stopped. Made a nice controlled throw over there to first base.
Well, the D-backs an out away from putting the finishing touches on a dominant series finale victory. Here is Guzman, and he goes after the first pitch, and he fouls it back. It's 0-1. 8-1, the Diamondbacks lead it. As they have tried to find their footing once again, they'll go into the weekend having at least won 4 of their last 6 games. The 0-1. Swung on, and a ground ball to short. Perdomo charging, has it. He throws to first in time, and that's your ball game. Diamondbacks win it by a final score of 8-1. They were powered by the Corbin Carroll grand slam early, and Eduardo Rodriguez gets his 100th career Major League victory in the process. Impressive stuff for the Diamondbacks here against the Angels. Webby, this was a series going into it on Monday. You looked at the record. You said you got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And the D-backs were able to do that despite what happened yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about that. They're very good against teams that have struggled, but it's good to take away a win going into the weekend series here against Minnesota, having a day off, being able to sit on that. And like you said, they've won 4 of their last 6, something like that. And, they've set themselves up nicely, had some confidence going into this weekend.
And how about the performance from Eduardo Rodriguez in this one? 7 strong innings of 1-run ball. Sometimes you only go as far as your starting pitcher's able to take you.
Yeah, he really set the tone for these guys tonight. 7 innings. And coming off that one in Cincinnati, we knew it was a one-off. He's been so good coming into this game today. 2.55 ERA. Looking to get a spot in the All-Star game, which is well-deserved, but a great effort. 6 hits, only 3 walks, 5 punches tonight, right at 100 pitches, went through 7 innings. Just a real quality start for Erod today.
And he gets his 100th career win in the process. He does it on his 250th career start in the big leagues, and he threw exactly 100 pitches on the button. But our very own Steve Zinsmeister down at field level, he's standing by with Jordan Lawler. Steve?
Jordan, after the way that things went yesterday, I'm sure you guys were chomping at the bit to go out there and score some runs today. What was that like to experience, to see a lot of those runs go up early?
Yeah, I think we do a really good job of turning the page, playing as a cohesive unit, and every day's a new day. So we're going to put our best foot forward and continue to stack people on base and then just pass it off to the next guy. On base and then just pass it off to the next guy.
A couple of big hits in this game for you. How are you feeling at the plate?
Yeah, I feel really comfortable. Honestly, the whole time I've been up so far, coming off injury. I feel like I'm seeing the ball really well. Mostly just timing right now and getting my A swings off.
Eduardo Rodriguez gets his 100th career win. Tell me what that guy's experience and stability brings to this team.
Yeah, it's huge. He's been one of our top guys this year, and we know he's going to go out there and give us 6 or 7 and just put up a low number for us so we can let our offense do our thing and put another win in that column.
Jordan, as always, appreciate your time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, guys, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Steve. Daniels Jewelers is your proud sponsor of our post-game audio. Don't miss out. Grab your 50% off coupon instantly at danielsjewelers.com/baseball. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. We're going to take a break. Webby and I will break it down right after this. D-backs win it by a final score of 8-1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Scorpions don't hate you. Ain't got the brains for hate. What they got is a tail full of bad intentions. Been living in this desert since the dirt was new. Think they got squatters' rights to your laundry basket.
Nate here, owner of Blue Sky Pest Control. Scorpions may have squatters' rights to the desert, but not to your property. Call 602 Blue Sky today. Real pest science, real protection. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, Scorpions.
Avnet is your hometown partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are a global technology distributor and solutions provider headquartered right here in the Valley. We help businesses all over the world source the right technology components and manage the logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
2 Jeeps, $50,000. 2 big nights. Only at Casino Arizona this June and July. Earn entries starting June 1st. Then join us on Wednesday, June 24th and July 29th for the grand prize drawings. You could drive away in one of 2 Jeep Wranglers or win your share of up to $50,000 cash. Don't miss your chance to win big. Details at CasinoArizona.com. Casino Arizona. Uniquely Arizona. Must be 21 or older. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
Celebrate Father's Day at the D-backs game on Sunday, June 21st. The first 15,000 dads to the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, again, the Diamondbacks, they did what they needed to do. And they needed to win the series from the Angels despite being shut out 7-0. They pick up a big 8-1 victory. We already talked about the performance of Eduardo Rodriguez. We already talked about the grand slam by Corbin Carroll. I mean, the offense really showed out, double-digit hit totals. So now, Webby, I guess I'll just leave you with this. We know the off day is tomorrow. It comes at a time where the D-backs wrap up 32 games in 34 days. And you still have an important weekend series against the team that on paper you feel like you should beat before taking on a plucky Cardinal group and one of the best surprises in baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays. What does the off day serve for this team, and how do you think it will shape them into hopefully being ready to go and getting ready for what feels like another 100-meter sprint as they get closer to the All-Star break?
Yeah, sometimes you want an off day, sometimes you don't, and sometimes they're needed. They needed an off. There's a lot. They've been playing a lot of baseball lately with not many off days. So I think just recuperating, resting, and that's what the day tomorrow is going to give these guys. Again, sometimes you get on a roll and you want to just go right into the next series, which is sometimes good. But again, I think they need some rest, just to reset their minds, bodies. And then come back, after, the Twins, when they come in town. It's a team. They're playing pretty well right now, but, again, it's a team that these guys should beat.
And hopefully they are able to do that. Again, the D-backs, they take the series. They win the finale by a score of 8-1. And the big hero in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez, with his 100th career Major League victory. All right, we're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll get you the totals from this one. And then we will say goodbye from the desert right after this on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Hey, D-backs fans, Dr. Jay Schwartz, the Team Eye Doctor for your Arizona Diamondbacks, has 3 Valley locations, one in Mesa, one in Scottsdale, and one in Glendale for all of your eye care needs. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Tired of fighting for your store's last bottle of water or lugging hundreds of bottles of water each year from the store to the car to the fridge to the recycling? For less than $1 a day from Parker & Sons, you can have an unlimited supply of bottle-quality water right at your tap. Drinking water keeps you healthier, aids in weight loss, keeps skin hydrated, and flushes your body of toxins. Call Parker for your free estimate on a reverse osmosis system at 602-2-REPAIR or visit parkerandsons.com.
If you love ice cream like we love ice cream, you gotta love Cold Stone Creamery. We make our rich, super premium ice cream fresh in every store to create the ultimate ice cream experience. Indulge in our signature creations, cakes, cupcakes, cookies, and shakes, all made with our signature ice cream. The flavors that won the hearts and taste buds of ice cream lovers around the world. Order yours online at coldstonecreamery.com. The ultimate ice cream experience.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot. I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Burnsy, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
D-back skipper Torey Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Here are the totals from this one for the Angels. 1 run on 6 hits. The Angels commit 2 errors, and they left 5 men on base. Meanwhile, for the Diamondbacks, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Diamondbacks left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher in this one is Eduardo Rodriguez. His record improves to 6-2. The loss falls on Sam Aldeguerri. His record falls to 2-2. And there was no save recorded in the ball game today. Time of the game, 2 hours, 29 minutes. And it was played in front of an audience of 28,433 right here at Chase Field. Well, that's going to conclude our coverage of the Diamondbacks and the Angels. For Brandon Webb, for Steve Zinsmeister, for Leo Gilmartin, our producer, engineer, and Lawrence Ellis, our technical director. I'm Chris Garagiola saying, as always, thank you so much for tuning in to Diamondback Baseball. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday evening, and we look forward to talking to you again from Chase Field come Friday night. Take care, everybody.
Diamondbacks
Brought to you by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort has one premier loyalty experience, Salt River Rewards. Join and get up to $25 in free play. Visit saltriverrewards.com to get started. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology every time we take the field. By Ram, hurrying for the Ram declaration of deals. Nothing stops Ram. And by Morgan & Morgan. You're listening to the Diamondbacks Radio Network.
Hey, D-backs fans! The D-backs Rewards program presented by Fry's Food Stores is back this season. Fry's allows you to earn points to redeem for game tickets, gift cards, VIP experiences, merchandise, and more. Every dollar you spend on participating brands earns you one D-backs Rewards point when you use your Fry's VIP card. Participating products include Pepsi, Coors Light,